All right, we're live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Memorial Weekend. Oh. Just want to first thank all the veterans, those that are out there, for your service, past and present, those who are no longer with us. Just want to make sure you know that you're in our thoughts and prayers all the time, and we thank you for all your service. So let me see if I can get the pop-out chat in here. Had a problem with the pop-out chat in here. Oh, there it is. Okay, we have the pop-out chat. We'll see who's up. Sunday Memorial Weekend. And again, thank you to all the veterans, past, present, and future. We do appreciate it. Who do we got here? We got Gulf Coast ACR. Hello. Jason Summers. Jason, did you send me an email? Because I just want to make sure. There's been a lot of hacking going on with Gmail. And I got an email from you saying hello. And I just wanted to make sure that it was, in fact, a good email. Romantic, how you doing, buddy? How are you? Gravely, man. How are you, Artie? Artie, are you getting the rain that we're getting? It's just lousy weather. Even though it's Memorial Weekend, it's just lousy weather. But as I said, happy Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all the troops. And as we always say, all gave some gave all. So please remember your veterans. If you ever see them around, if they're doing the poppies or something, thank your veterans. We wouldn't be here without them. So make sure you thank a veteran, really. KSE, good morning. How are you? Hope you're all busy. Boneyard, hello, Boneyard. How are you, everybody? Henry, there he is. Good morning, Henry. Henry's probably been up for a while. How'd you make out yesterday, Henry? Hopefully you got that lift and everything worked out okay. Let me, Thomas, how are you, buddy? You want a break or are you working? Let me throw the link out there. Control-C. I tell you, we had a fun chat on Mix yesterday. We actually talked about small engines. It's fun when we do that. Let's see. There is the link. Spoonworks. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Lawnmower Detective. Hello, Dave. Hope everything is well. Yeah, we had a great chat on Mix yesterday. We had a good time. We had some stars. You know, we had Double Wide Six. We had Steve Small Engines. We had Brucey. So it was pretty cool. Bruce was showing his business card / sticker that he's putting double stick tape on. So that was kind of funny. Colin K, good morning. How are you, Colin? Anyone wants to come up, there is the link. Feel free. It's, like I said, lousy weather out there. I don't think it's raining right now, but it's overcast, probably drizzly. I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm working on that I have to get to today. But like I said, I love working outside. It's what I do a lot. But weather like this, I don't know what's the temperature. Let me see what the temperature is here. Yesterday was 45 when I got up. It was pretty cold. Let's see what we got today. The temperature is weather. Yeah, look at today. 46. Yesterday it was 45. Today it's 46. So it's a little chilly out there. You have to wear a little something. Anyone else here? Same people. Hey, whoever wants to come up, feel free. Throw the link out again. Oh, there's Henry. Hold on, Henry. And boom. Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How you doing? Too cold out there. Oof.
I know. I got the heat on. It's like crazy. Last night I was going to bed and I'm like, man, it's chilly in here.
Yeah, went out for breakfast and it's like, wow, you know.
I was gonna, and I said, you know what? I had about a half a pound of bacon left and about a half a dozen eggs, so that was it.
There you go.
Is that Robert in the basement? Give me a wave, Robert, so I know it's you. Robert, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Robert?
Yeah, not bad. I got a question for you if you think you can answer it.
I don't know. Sometimes I can't, but I'll try.
Yeah. Let me get out here to it.
Weather looks nice down there, Robert.
Oh, it got cool down here real quick.
Yeah, but what's cool for you?
Well, if I'm wearing one of them, it's cool for me.
Yeah.
Nah, we had a little front come through, but let me see if I can do this.
Peter Kane. Hello, Peter. Good morning. You want me to zoom out on you, Robert, or what?
Yeah, if you.
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
can.
Yeah, you're on. Turn your phone sideways, though. We'll get a full view.
This gas tank has this evap system. Yeah.
It's just a vent. It's just a vent that goes to the intake manifold. That's all it is.
Because when I'm running this mower, once the gas gets down to about here, it's still covering up the fuel outlet line. But I had to put more gas back in it to get it to fire. And I know there's plenty of gas in there. I'm like, I'm just wondering if this evap system has something to do with it.
Like I said, it's just a vent line that goes from the tank to usually a nipple on the intake manifold where your air filter is. But what I've seen people do, Robert, is take your gas cap. When it's doing that, unscrew your gas cap, because if it's a venting issue, sometimes you can just drill a hole in your gas cap. See that line? Yeah, it goes right to a nipple in the intake manifold. All it's doing is sucking the vapors in, because on the top there, it's just a little nipple that goes into the tank. It's just sucking vapors. That's all it's doing. There's not there could be a line in there going down to the tank. It's just a little nipple in there that sucks vapors out. It's just it's like a secondary vent. Is all. But I would crack your gas cap though the next time that happens and see if it makes it better, because it could. You could have a vacuum plug in there.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, no, yeah, and all other thing. There's more.
Hold on,
these wheels right here.
Yep.
Are them universal wheels. Mm-hmm. See this piece right here? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got to find the original rims to go back on this thing. I'm like, but otherwise she runs fine.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Let me bring it back out because we got more people in the chat. Hold on. Turn off your YouTube.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, what's going on?
I still have ammonia, and I've been working my ass off.
Got a new job.
Yep.
You got something in the background. You got to shut off YouTube.
I'm just gonna go down the chat. I'm on my phone.
All right. No problem. All right. Have a good day. Stay safe, will you? Please. No more ammonia and all that crap. He's cleaning hotel rooms. I give him a lot of credit. Who else we got here? Scotty Keller joined up. Hello, Scott. How are you? Tommy Hanlon. Hope everything's well. How are you? Have I thrown that pipe away? Which one? The one that gave me the burn? No. That was a beautiful 302 surgical grade stainless steel exhaust system. I bought the parts from McMaster Car. The pipe was so cruddy that was on there. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take the muffler. It's a very rare muffler. Morning, Scott. I'm going to take the muffler, which is a rare muffler. The back of it looks like a trumpet, and I'm going to cut that off and put a new front onto it. But for now, I got him running. He called me yesterday. He's happy. The only thing that got me mad was I drove all the way down to Greenwich, which is like 40 miles away. He wasn't there. So, he had to have it, which is fine. No big deal. Good customer of mine, good friend. I mean, just nice guy. He actually designs plush germs. These are like stuffed animals, if you will, but they're in the shape of germs and diseases, so that when children go into hospitals with rare diseases, the doctors can explain to them what they have by a plush toy. And it's easy. It's great for the kids to relate to that. I mean, it's a heck of a marketing thing, and he does very well. So I can't say enough for the guy. He helps out children and people with diseases and all that. So he's a good customer, good guy. Who's that? Is that Mr. Briggs, or is that the other? No, that's the other one.
That's Stratton.
Yeah. Looks comfortable. Looks like the way I wish I was right now. How's Dad, Scott?
He keeps having rough nights.
Yeah.
So we have to give him morphine.
Yeah, well, he's in our prayers, my friend.
Mr. Briggs is on bed with him now.
Oh, there you go. Oh, and hey, happy Memorial Day. Thanks for your service, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Just another day to me.
Yeah, but we tell everyone, don't forget, because those people, what do we say? All gave some gave all. And we have to remember that. Oh,
yeah, I get laughed at because I was just the laundry textile guy. But, every job in the military is important.
And I'll be honest with you, even where I work, people, they'll laugh at the people that are sweeping the floor and stuff like that. We couldn't do our jobs without everyone in the plant. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're making minimum wage sweeping crap. We need you. So if the people out there, Thomas is cleaning hotel rooms, it's a necessary job. The world.
Oh, hell. Man, I'd rather take care of garbage and do motel rooms.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying it's a job that we need and we depend on.
Yeah.
It. We don't think about it. It's the unsung heroes, right? So
people don't real laundry textile. I don't just do. I ain't the laundry. I set up the showers. I was the guy outside when they gave an executive order, 5-minute shower. I'd be out there shutting off the ball valve. Didn't matter if they were a general or. Oh yeah, 5-minute shower. Boom. Then it went down to a minute.
I don't take more than 5 minutes now. I don't know. My kids go in there for 30 minutes. It's like you walk in, it's like, you can't even see. It's all foggy and all that. I don't know. I go in and go out. That's it. I don't know.
I remember when they put them down to a 30-second shower.
And you know what? When your head's all shaved for the Army and all that stuff, you don't need more than 30 seconds, right? Just get all the heavy stuff off.
You take the best. I told the guys best way to do it. We had a bucket. Water spigot as you went in, and you would put your washcloth under, put your liquid soap on it, go like this, lather up to the top of your head. You didn't need shampoo. You didn't have no hair. Walked in and did the spin around. You were done.
All it was a rinse. That's it.
Yeah.
My cat is in here drinking out of a cup on the floor. I have a cup of water, so the cat sticks his head in to try and drink it. Well, the other day I had a big cup of water. I didn't realize it. I walk in the next day and I'm sitting here in the chair. My feet feel like a little wet. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Dump the whole thing over. There was like a half a gallon of water on the floor. It's like, son of a gun. But what are you doing? Hey, where is it? What are you doing there? What are you doing, Verge? What are you doing? You don't care. The only cat I know that won't come up on your lap or anything. Spoonworks, give me a wave, Spoon, so I know it's you. There we go. Welcome. Hey, guess who's in the basement? My favorite welder. Simone, how you doing, baby? How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good.
I am welding again.
There you go.
Look that way.
And I tell you, the thing you gave the other day, the little teaser, was pretty cool. You did a lot of work so far.
Well, yeah, I've still got plenty to do though. I'll show you the work I've been doing now, replacing the quarter by the wheel arch.
Yeah, let me zoom you in a minute. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Wow.
But it doesn't line up properly. It's an aftermarket part. So I've had to kind of chop and cut and bend, and I removed this plate here. Sits over the top of it. So I've had to remove that to get to it.
Oh yeah, it looks totally different than what you had on there.
Yeah. The same on the other side as well.
Well, that's all hidden anyway, right? You're not going to see any of that.
Oh, no. It's just part of the structure, and like when all the dirt comes up from the rear wheel.
Now, I asked you yesterday, you're going to keep that same blue. What's that blue called?
The blue of the car?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty color.
It's nice, but it was resprayed by a store here called Co-op and painted back in the 1970s.
Oh. Is it not the original color then, or?
No, the original color. If I can show it to you when I'm here.
They did a full off then if they changed the inside too.
That blue is the interior color.
Oh.
They didn't spray the interior.
Oh, okay.
So you can see a change there. Look.
Oh yeah. One's like a lighter metallic. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not even metallic, to be honest.
Oh no. Huh.
No, it's just a block colored sky blue.
See, you did me a favor though. Now I'm all excited every time I see Pete C running around his videos. I go, I've been binge watching them for like 2 weeks. Him and Chris.
I thought I'd finished the welding, but I have more work to do. How is everyone, by the way?
Good. Everybody's good. I think we got Snobby in the basement. So I'll let you get on. I'll put you down there. Everyone can watch you.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, carry on.
Mute me if you like. It's fine.
All right, no problem.
Hey, I'm trying a new headset. Can you hear me?
You're a little low. You got a gain on it or anything?
I don't know. I'll have to mess with it.
If Sparky's here, I'm sure he could help you. I'm not that good at that stuff, but I know there's a gain or something called gain on there where it'll. You know anything about that, Henry? To turn up a microphone?
No. The only thing is there's a microphone cam and mic setting there.
Yeah. Go into cam and mic setting in StreamYard. Hit cam and mic, and when you hit mic, there should be a bar. You could raise it or lower it.
Well, it'll tell you which mic you're going to be using, you know?
Oh, okay. Mark Wiley, hello. There's the link again. Anybody else wants to come up? We got one more space. So, Scotty, what's your plan for today? Anything?
No, just got to sit here and watch the old man.
You getting the weather like us with this rotten rain and all this stuff?
Oh yeah. It stopped. It stopped a little bit yesterday, and I had to go out there and mow the lawn. The town sent me a notice saying, "Mow your lawn, and we'll mow it for you."
Really? Wow.
It was the first cut of the year.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dick Small Engines here. Hello, Dick. How are you, mate? Yeah, I know Pate did a little video one time. I guess he was complaining they came and parked outside his yard and telling him he's got a cut and all this other stuff. And I guess the first cut for someone like Pate, who loves to have a beautiful lawn, he waits till it gets about 10, 12 inches, and then boom, that first cut.
What does that do for your lawn?
I think it just establishes the roots, maybe, especially if you're planting a lot of grass in the fall. It establishes the roots or something. I don't know. I'm not a grass guy. I have mostly dirt. But I've paid all the money, fertilizers, all that crap, and you know what? I still got a crappy lawn. So
I do the same.
By summertime, it'll be lime green. So who cares?
So how's this working now? Is it better?
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah.
There's a guy around the corner from me that his grass looks like carpet, and he cuts it at a different angle every week, different direction. Mm-hmm. It's all perfect. And you walk on his lawn. I remember a couple of years ago, I walked on the edge of his lawn once, just walking on the sidewalk. And he comes out and complains, "Don't walk on my lawn." I said, "So how do you mow it? Gravitational boots and a hover mower?"
Yeah, right.
I park trucks on lawns. What are you talking about?
I know. That's my problem is I bring tractors and stuff from the front to back. Where the tractors and mowers go, I can't grow a good lawn there. It's always compressed.
Well, we moved out here to Toledo area in Ohio from Las Vegas. So my daughters grew up in Las Vegas till we moved out here. We went over to one of my great aunt's house and we're pulling in, and I pull into the lawn and park. My daughter looks at me and says, "Get off the grass. Are you crazy?" Because out in Vegas, you never park on the grass. It is an app. She was just like, "This is insane." And then all the cousins started pulling in. She's like, "What are you guys doing?" "It grows back here, kid."
Yeah. I know, not much lawn out there. It's mostly stone.
Yeah. Unless you bring it in and water it like crazy and spend a lot of money on water.
Well, I was going to say, you have the water restrictions out there, right?
They did, yeah. Well, they do, I'm sure. I'm not out there anymore, thank goodness.
Yep.
I mean, it was great. I had a good time living there and going to college and working, but I'm good with trees and grass.
Oh, yeah. William's here. Hello, William. Good morning.
Where you at now?
Out in Toledo.
Oh, there you go.
How far is Toledo from Cleveland?
About 2 hours.
Okay.
I was going to say, it ain't far.
No, I got a daughter that lives in Cleveland now. She's an accountant out there.
Cool.
I'm one of my favorite area of Ohio is along 20. All those small towns, Monroeville, Belleville.
Yeah.
I just love that area. When I drove truck, they always said I'd had about 2 hours left to drive time heading up, and they said, "Oh, you got to pull over." I said, "I'm on 20. There's no place to pull over." Yes, there is. 7-Eleven in Monroeville, Ohio. You can always 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You can find a place to park a truck in that spot.
Okay. I tell you, the thing I like about Ohio too, I used to go out there. The street rod capital of the world is Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
So every year we used to go out there to the Street Rod Nationals. So,
Well, I got a daughter that lives out in New Hampshire too, so I drive out that direction all the time.
Yeah, New Hampshire's beautiful. That's where Thomas is from, our friend Thomas Andrews.
Yeah.
Yep. I see our friend Ralph is on. If anyone doesn't know Ralph, RW3 Dog, if you like Gravely's, go see RW3 Dog, because Ralph is like the Mr. Gravely of Connecticut here. So I see him in there. Roger McDonald, hello, good morning. How are you? Sunny, yeah, not sunny here, Roger. Mowers and Blowers, Rich, how are you, Rich?
I got all this.
Is a mile from Toledo. Oh, really? Okay.
Oh.
Stop in and see Spoons for a coffee. There you go.
I got all those stickers and envelopes. Anybody want any more? Let me know. They're going out Monday.
Did you send me some?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll distribute some too. No big deal. Allie Mack. Hello, Allie. Long Lower Detectives back. Snubby. Yeah, Rich, what are you doing out there? You going to another auction or something? Or I don't know how far geographically. Why are you in Ohio? Because he's up from Dundee, Michigan. That's where he's normally.
Oh yeah, that's real close. I go to Dundee to go to the Cabela's.
Oh okay. Oh, he did it. Did you check my stream out a few weeks ago? He actually did a tour of Cabela's. That thing is like a freaking museum.
I love that place. My dad actually worked on that, pouring the concrete floors and stuff.
Unbelievable. Hey Ralph, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
I saw your video yesterday on was it the oil filter?
It was the oil filter, yeah.
Oh, didn't you have a pinhole though? I thought you showed it one time shooting out of a pinhole.
That was a different one, but chalk one up to Fram again.
Oh, yeah. Why are you still using it? I saw you put another one up.
Because I had them on the shelf.
Okay. Yeah. Every time you see oil filter things, stay away from the Fram. But I like the black crap on the end to help you turn it.
Yeah.
You know? But,
yeah.
You know.
In all defense, the filter was probably 8 years old.
Yeah.
And I used this machine about 3 hours a year, so it never really fazed me. But
yep.
The rubber gasket is the culprit on the bottom.
Have you ever had one with the double gasket where the old one didn't come off and you didn't realize it? I've had that before.
Didn't have that happen yet, but
same thing. Pisses out. Hey, yeah. I still have those manuals for you. 2 8-10-inch wide factory
I'd love to come get them from you.
Yeah, either that or we'll meet somewhere. You're only out there in Milford. I'm 25 minutes from you. So
that'd be cool.
Actually, you know what I'm thinking? You ever go down to Sandy Hook Diner for breakfast?
Well, I'd love to go there, yeah.
I'm telling you, tell me a day. I'll meet you there for breakfast, pal.
All right, that's a plan.
Absolutely. You got my emails right there.
Yep, I got it. Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I used to go when before the owner passed away, unfortunately, about a year ago. We used to go there all the time. Then when Sandy Hook happened and all that, my buddy, every weekend, my friend and I would go out there. And then, once the owner got sick and all that stuff, it's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's best corned beef hash in the world is Sandy Hook Diner. So yeah, definitely chalk up a day. I'm open and we'll meet.
All right.
I love corned beef hash.
Oh, but his was the best. You know what he did to it, and it gave it a little bit of tang. He put mayo in it. Okay, and he mixed it, so it had a little bit of a tang, like a vinegary tang to it. Oh my God, was it good? But he passed away January. It'd be 2 years in January, and I miss him. But still, he still has the recipes, and they still do a good job. His wife Ellie, she's still running the place, so they're doing all right.
I'm more of a home fries guy than a hash guy.
They got the home fries too. And hash brown. They got the stringy hash brown and the real. I mean, every good diner has a pile of home fries at 4 in the morning with the paprika and an onion, and you just go all day. So you get best home fries are like 9 in the morning when they've been sitting on the grill for 3 hours.
I hear you.
Oh, hash browns are awesome.
Extra crispy though. You have them smash it in there, and make it extra crispy. You know. Oh, and I'm getting hungry again, Ralph. Now I'm going to have to make another breakfast. Unbelievable. So what's up with you? Anything going on, Ralph?
Not much, just the weather this weekend put a damper on everything I wanted to do. So
now I was talking to Dennis the other day. Are you working on a new garage or what are you doing out there?
I'm trying to build a barn, but I got to go through zoning.
Oh, Joe, you love it? Do you know anybody on the board?
I know some people, but I got to a point and then they want the plans for the building. And I just kind of went in there with a footprint and said, here's what I want to build. But now they want to see the plans, and I don't have the plans.
Hey, is our friend John N., is he on the board? Because I know John works for the fire suppression place.
Oh, yeah, John.
Is he on the board? Because I know he's pretty heavy with the politics in there, too, I thought.
Yeah, he knows some people.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
But now the price of wood is 3 times higher than a year ago, so I want to put it on hold a little bit.
How about making a metal barn? One of those metal slabs.
I just want it to look classy.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to wait a little more if I can save some money,
Now, the places that you snowplow all the time, those are rentals you have, or what is that?
Yeah, one of them is a rental I have. Yeah,
because I see you doing all those videos with that hilly driveway.
Yeah,
the neighbor's like 2 feet away. I see you taking a cannon and blowing it. And I'm like, that neighbor's only about 2 feet away.
Yeah, the first time I used the cannon there, I hit their windows on the second story of the house. So, oops, better not do that again.
There you go. Cool. Henry, where were you going to stay? I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, when we were talking about Sandy Hook, I had to redo that new school when they tore the old school down.
Yep.
We had to rebuild that school.
Yeah, I remember after the tragedy and all, we were in there a few times, and the priest that was over there, he would come in every day and have breakfast, and it was for a while it was crappy because it was all news reporters and stuff like that. It was nasty.
What, they tore the school down where that happened at?
Yeah, there's no school there anymore. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
and they didn't.
The soccer field and football field, that's where the new school went, and when they tore down the old school.
Yeah, they didn't want to put it on the same footprint.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's literally a mile, not even a mile from Sandy Hook Diner. It's right there up the street.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, because I'm like 12 miles from there in Trumbull. So not too far away.
20 minutes the other direction to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're up. Are you off of 7 or where are you?
I'm more off of 67, but
okay. All right. The country, we call it.
Country, yeah.
Yeah, you come down this way, Ralph, the lots. I mean, I could touch my neighbor if I wanted to. We're literally like 20 feet between houses. It's crazy.
I hear you.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is here.
Oh, I can't stand it. I want land. But here, if I had an acre of land in my town, is $1 million.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, my family owned this entire area. We sold all the houses, all the lots out. So my yard, our lots are 50 feet wide. But when I go in my backyard, that's where I own. My backyard goes all the way to the river, and then I own all the land on the river. But I can't do anything with it down there.
Yeah, we got a few more people. We got Drifty came in. Hello, Drifty. Pete Proud. Hi, Pete. Spoons, you got the mic for a minute. What's going on with you, pal?
Well, high school just ended last Thursday. Was my last day with students.
Oh, you're a shop teacher too, or?
Yeah, I teach high school. Well, I'm an electrician who became a high school teacher, but someone decided I can teach anything.
Yeah.
So I've been teaching fluid power, welding. I had 2 welding classes in my apprenticeship.
Oh, cool.
I'm the high school welding teacher.
Nice.
It's interesting. And then I teach skilled trades at Owens Community College here, and then over in Michigan, I teach at the Monroe Community College. I teach skilled trades there too.
Nice. Hey, we got Uncle Brucey in the basement there. Hi, Bruce, or in the chat. Yeah, you're like our friend Bob, Double Wide 6.
Yeah.
In fact, he's in, I think, PA, so he's not too far from you.
No, he's not. He's really isn't. I've only seen him a couple times on things. I've never really chatted with him or anything, but he sounds like he has an interesting gig going.
Oh yeah, he was on Mix yesterday. We were talking about. Yeah.
When Mix was talking about him, he had to wear more clothes. Yeah. But no, like this summer, I'm going down to Georgia. I'll be up in New Hampshire. I got projects to do down with my dad. He's got some sidewalks and stuff he wants to pour, and then my daughter bought a new house. She and her husband bought a new house up in New Hampshire. I'm going to go through and add some electrical to their backyards, what places they want, and then. Yeah, most of my summer's going to be spent repairing everybody else's stuff. So
there you go. Simone, what were you showing us, honey? Hold on one second.
Yep.
Simone, you were showing us a weld. What were you showing us?
Yeah, just showing the weld I've done.
Now you do the spot. I mean, Spoons could probably answer this better than me. You spot it like every quarter inch or so, and then you fill it in after. I mean, that's so you don't get warpage.
I do it like every 5 to 10 centimeters.
Okay.
Right, it's about every 2 inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the person too, what they want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You just don't want it to warp, though, right? So you can't do it right on top of each other.
What I do is I tend to I go between welds. So if I do like 10, I'll work between 1 and 2, then go 5 to 6, but do it in different directions so the heat flows different ways.
Yeah. So the heat goes back and forth, so it doesn't.
Yeah. So you don't get warpage, and you can work in different areas. And I let it cool down as well while I'm going. But I've got to create a piece to go in this corner here.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just putting a small plate in to try and cover the holes, just put a big one in and just put a fold in it so it covers the whole thing.
Now, would that be something when you were done with that, you would put seam sealer over it, or how would that work?
Oh God, definitely. I've got a tub of that. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
It is not cheap, but it's definitely worth it. I need to get a proper brush for it, unless it comes with one. I haven't even opened it yet.
You get seam sealer here by in a caulk gun for like $10 a tube.
Yeah, but there's different seam sealers too. There's the kind that never ever fully hardens. That's the one you want.
This stuff in this car has gone a bit like dry Play-Doh.
Oh, okay.
The machine you were running, was that a MIG?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a par weld.
When I did plates like that on cars and stuff, that steel would rust out a lot faster than the steel that was originally on there. For some reason, that metal rusts a lot faster.
Oh, it can do.
Yeah.
Because they were made out of recycled beer cans back then, Henry. My father always said the 70s were the worst cars in the world when it came to rust, 70s and 60s, because they were nice, but they were made out of recycled Japanese steel. I remember my father bought a brand new truck in 1971 by 75. It had 10 pounds of Bondo in it.
Oh, yeah.
Saying that, we had cars in the UK from like Ford. They were using metal in the early 90s, and that was really bad as well.
Wow.
Within a few years, it was rusting away.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say hello to everybody here. We got a lot of new people in there. Pat Tace came on board. Tina Braveheart, good morning. Williams on board here. Let me see. We said hello to Drifty. Wayne Hatfield, good morning. Dirt Rider, hello, Dirt Rider. Dusty Blonde, hello, Dusty. How are you, sweetie? Drifty's back over there. Allie. Who else? We said Bruce, Uncle Bruce. Hello, Bruce. How are you? Who else is on here? Scotty Daniel. Hello, Scotty. And I think we're caught up then. Okay. I'll put the link out. If someone wants to come up, someone will have to drop out, but that's okay. We'll look it around. Anyway.
Did you get the sticker yet?
What's that?
Did you get the sticker from me yet?
No.
No? Didn't get there yet?
I didn't. I haven't gotten anything. I've been kind of busy. I haven't even looked in the mailbox. If there's anything in the mailbox, I haven't found it yet. I just haven't been crazy. I got everything put in the envelope to put out mine, but I just haven't mailed them out. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Been crazy around here. The old man's been taking up a lot of my free time.
That's right. Yeah. Spend the time with him, Scott. That's the main thing.
Now, Ken, one of the reasons why I've been watching all you guys with the small engines and stuff is because at the school, I got a lot of students who are interested in mechanical work. We don't have auto mechanics or auto collision anymore.
Yep.
The district got rid of it. But so I've been watching you guys to get ideas for projects to pull in like a machine. How should we repair it? What should we do? And stuff like that. So that's how I ended up getting here.
Yeah, I tell you that the schools around here, they would do small engine in conjunction with auto shop, but now even in my school, Trumbull High, that I went to, there's no more shops. Okay, it's all science, technology, that STEM program.
Yeah.
Okay, which is fine, but you know what? We need tradesmen. Okay, you got to learn the trades, and they're taking away our technical schools. We had, Henry will remember, we had a big one next to me, it's still there, called Bullard Havens Technical School. They want to get rid of it. They probably already got rid of a third of the technical high schools in Connecticut. Where are these kids going to learn the trades? Pretty soon, we're going to find them.
Well, one of the things is I'm in several groups in the state because I go to the Department of Education quite a bit down in Columbus, and I'm in some groups down there, committees. And we're actually arguing to put the shop classes back into the junior highs because when you talk about problem solving, hands-on is the best way to problem solve. You go put something together, it doesn't work, you figure out how to put it back together. So that's one of those things that we're in Henry. Steady debates.
You talk about junior high. Let me ask you, in our town, they stopped using that word now. When I grew up, you had K through 6, that was elementary, 7, 8, 9 was junior high, and 10, 11, 12 was high school. Then about 20 years ago, they went to K through 5 was elementary, 6, 7, 8 was middle, and 9 through 12 is high school.
Right. So, and technically it's called middle school, but our older schools are all called junior highs.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like we all still call it that around here.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. They don't know what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Yeah, someone always corrects me who's younger, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
But yeah, so we're trying to. What's that?
Up here in Connecticut, that was my family's business, was auto body.
Oh, no kidding.
And the local trade school here called Abbott Tech, they don't even offer auto body as a course anymore. And I know people that are in the business, they can't find anyone to work for them because there's nobody learning the trade anywhere. It's horrible.
Well, now they've got Abbott, they got Caner, right? Caner's a real good one, I hear.
Yeah, Waterbury. Yeah, and I remember as a kid taking metal shop in like 7th grade, and the most exciting day that I had all year was
metal or wood. You could go metal or wood, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember using the oxyacetylene torch in 7th grade, and I thought that was like my favorite day in my whole career of school.
I still have a scar on my finger where I was ball peening rivet from metal shop, and I hit my finger by mistake, and it just ripped I still have the scar from 8th grade. I'll never forget. And the ironic thing is, my metal shop teacher, his name was Mr. Olesevich, and I'll never forget this. The first week I started working at Sikorsky down in Bridgeport, guess who's in the plant? Mr. Olesevich, my 8th grade shop teacher. We used to call him Lurch because he looked like Lurch from the Addams Family. Right? So I walked in there, and I'm like, Lurch, and he's like looking at me. I go, you're Mr. Olesevich. Now, remember, I was 10, 11 years old. He was like 30. So he's like 20 years older than me. So now I'm 45 years old walking into Sikorsky. He's 65, getting ready to retire. And he's literally working a desk away from me. It was like kind of crazy. But he remembered us. He did, because we were kind of mischievous. But we were the type, though, we'd stay after to play with stuff. You know what I mean? Because we always had the interest, But he remembered us. A lot of teachers, they do remember the special student.
Oh yes. There's no way to forget them. But like for me, because they just took auto collision out like 3 years ago, and they moved my courses into the auto collision shop.
Oh, okay.
And then they added another medical technology class.
But you're in high school or middle? Where are you?
I'm at a high school.
Okay.
I teach at a
high school. Is 9 or 10? What does it start with?
9 here.
Okay. Yeah.
It used to be the other way, but
yeah.
Okay. So when they did that, all our local shops were used to being able to pull out of our auto collision guys to go there. And then we had all these students who were like, it's not there anymore. What am I going to do? So I got a bunch of the students for auto collision into my engineering course.
Wait. $9,000? What is that?
10,000.
10,000. What's that, Scott? Is that your check from the state or whatever? Your
that's my call it? That's the IRS hasn't paid me in my income tax in 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't got mine back yet either.
It took a month. I did direct deposit this year because I figured everyone's like, "Oh, you'll have it in 3 or 4 days." Yeah, try 5 weeks.
Yeah. This is because the reason why is because I filed single. I have for the last 5 years. My wife, instead of signing divorce papers, decided to file her taxes together, and I kept saying she was using this address, and I finally contacted enough people. She might be in handcuffs pretty soon because she's been using this address. It's funny, she hasn't lived at this address in 10 years.
Wow.
Gotten mail at this address in 10 years, so there's payback.
Who came up? Jungle Bob is up there. Hello.
Yeah, I figure I'd go check. Yeah, I got Henry's stickers.
Attaboy.
See, I don't check the mail because it's always bills.
I don't check it because I know what's in there. I haven't emptied my mailbox in over 2 years, as every people has seen.
I check every day because I'm hoping a part's going to come. That never.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
they put my parts on my front porch.
When they deliver now, they have to take a photo of them putting it somewhere.
Yeah, and you get the thing put in a secure location. It's in the middle of your front yard, like in the grass or something.
Yeah. Oh, I had a friend of mine, Ralph, thinking about that. He was mowing his lawn, and the little plastic carburetor piece, that got shredded, and it was in the bag with the grass clippings. Well, he had real thick grass. He didn't mow it for like a week. The grass grew over the little envelope. Okay. So he calls up, and he goes, first of all, he said, "Where is it?" They sent him a picture. He goes, "Oh, shoot. It was in the grass." So he goes all along. He goes in his grass pile, and it's all shredded in the grass pile. Yeah.
I had a substitute mailman here about a month ago. I was waiting for something. It said they wrote on the mail, they couldn't find my mailbox.
I love the one where it says undeliverable, and we're sitting out on the porch watching for the mailman all day, and they say undeliverable. Well, what do you mean? You know?
And the best is the Amazon guys in their little vans, and they show up at like 9:45 at night.
Yep.
Dark. Like, for real?
Right. I've got to go now.
All right, Simone. Have a good day, babe.
Yeah, and you've got to go and get some food. Right. See you later.
Looks like you got nice weather today, so have a good one.
Hey, where's my son? What are you doing with my son?
We're not gonna have sun for a few days.
Oh.
Anyway.
Hey, Gulf Coast ACR Scrapper. I see you said that they got rid of your AC and refrigeration stuff and put in culinary classes. That was a big push in my high school. A bunch of the counselors wanted culinary. Now, I was a cook in the Army. That's where the spoons thing comes from. And it's like, what? Why are you doing this? And they're telling me all the benefits of being culinary and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there looking at them. I'm like, you do know I was a cook in the Army. And then when I was going to college in Vegas, I cooked in the casinos, right? Because it's on my CV. And I'm looking at them like, you're full of it. You have no idea what you're talking about. And then I had another one say, well, the trades really aren't. I said, stop right there. First off, and they're telling me how apprenticeships work too. I'm like, you're a bunch of college people. Now, I got a degree before I went in the trades too, but I'm like, I went through an apprenticeship. Why do I have people who have never been in any of these things telling me how it works?
Well, you know the old saying, though, Spoon, right? Those who can do, those who can't teach.
Yeah, but I'm teaching now.
No, but I'm just saying, the old saying, the college people, you get so many. I've been in engineering my whole career. You do not believe the people with the doctorates who don't know how to turn a screwdriver.
Oh, no, I will, because I have to go to those conferences now. I've never seen the level of, it used to be the old engineers, like the guys who were like my dad's age and older.
Yeah, like me.
You're probably not my dad's age.
Well, I'm close to 60, so.
Yeah. But those guys all knew how to run machines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was part of their training.
You couldn't be an engineer unless you knew how things ran. How would you design something if you didn't know how it operated?
So I got a cousin who lives out in Connecticut. He's older. He's on contract now, but he does subs for somebody.
Oh, yeah, Groton. Yeah, New London, Electric Boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So they pulled him back as a contractor because one sub bumped into another and messed up its conning tower. And so they bring him back, and he walks in, all the engineers are on computers. He's like, what are you guys doing? We got to go look at it and see what's wrong.
Yep.
They don't do that. They just want to sit at their computers.
Yeah.
I had a kid when I was running a job in Vegas. I was general foreman on a job. He's the engineer because I sent in a request for information. He comes out, and he's like, okay. He goes, well, I'll go back and I'll do a drawing and I'll send it to you. I'm like, dude, I got 50 guys who are going to stop working in about 30 minutes. I need a sketch here. Yeah. Give me something here. He goes, I'm like, can you draw? He couldn't draw. He needed a computer to do it. Yeah. I'm like, good God. I can't. Now they're pushing it to colleges that they take a drawing class.
Oh, yeah. Hey, when I started out in engineering, literally my first year in engineering college, we still had slide rules. Well, no, we still had slide rules.
Slide rules.
Okay. It went out there. Seriously, the first year was the year they went away from it. All right, because we weren't allowed to use calculators.
No.
Okay? And then when they came out with programmable calculators, I was done with college. But when they came out with the programmable ones, then they outlawed those because you could actually program your class or whatever. But yeah, I learned on the drafting board. I had a teacher who, your lines are too dark.
Yeah.
You didn't use HB lead. You used 2H. It's too light, or it's too fine, or it's too thick. We were erasing shields, lettering templates, all that crap. Scumex, the eraser crap that you put on the board. We went through all that stuff.
But I think doing that kind of stuff, I know it does. It causes different pathways in your brain to operate.
Yeah.
So your problem solving changes in your decision making.
Yep.
You function at a different level. If you're doing everything on computer and like this, it creates different pathways. So when you don't have this in front of you, and you're out doing things, your brain doesn't function that way.
Yeah. When CAD came out, we started using AutoCAD in 1984. So I'd been in engineering a couple of years. I was good at it because I knew how to draw. Okay. When 3D stuff, modeling, SolidWorks, Solid Edge, all that, Pro E, all that came out, I suffered because the kids out of college never knew how to draw a line, point A to point B, but they knew how to stretch planes like Play-Doh and make 3D models. So they were fantastic at it. I sucked. I could take a piece of paper and show you how to make something. They would like and have this pretty picture. And then I say, okay, how do you make it? And they're like, what? Oh no, I just draw it. Yeah. Right. So they had no clue. Like put it this way, square peg in a round hole, right? And they're like, and I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, well, how are you going to make that? What do you mean? Well, how are you going to make the square hole? You going to broach it? You going to rotary? What are you going to do? What do you mean? They had no clue. I said, don't design something if it's unmakeable, you know? And that's what these newer engineers do.
Yeah, we were doing a power cogen plant on the Cal Nevada border.
Hey, Bruce.
And we have these factory 45s, but the print says 37 degrees.
Yeah, 37 degrees. What would be the flares? Yeah, the 37-degree JIC flare.
No, one is to bend on the table bender, 4-inch rigid, 37 degrees. I got 45-degree factories, and I'm like, I can just put these in. I call down, get the engineer to come up. The young kid comes up, and he goes, "No, it has to be 37 degrees." I'm like, "Look, dude, you're allowed 360 degrees in bends. We're gonna hit 40 something with this. We're fine. We're within code. The drawing says 37 degrees. This is how we drew it. This is how we're gonna do it." I'm like, "Who's your boss?" Yep. The older guy comes out. I'm like, "Hey, I want to do this." He goes, "Yeah, go do that." I'm like, "Well, you better tell Spudley there that he needs to figure this out." And he looks at the kid. He goes, "You know how long it's going to take them to bend all that?"
Yep.
The cost
That's the way we are in my plan. I mean, you know, I build helicopters. That's what we do. You know?
My dad flew helicopters in the Air Force.
And any of ours?
H3s.
Okay. The thing is, guys in our shop, just for example, if something's off, say 3,000ths, okay, and the print says it's supposed to be that dimension, even though it doesn't work, you can't fix it. It has to go through an engineering review, changes. That takes weeks. And I was like, guys, move it 3 thou. Put a shim in there. Can't do it. What do you mean? Well, the print says, like, just ship. Nope, can't do it. So we'll stop production until an engineering change can go through. And I'm like, guys, it's 3,000ths. Nope, can't do it. And it drives you nuts.
Well, it's like even talking to my dad when he was he was on Blackhawks and he was H3s and went to Blackhawks. Mm-hmm. But on the old H3s, they were so old and beat up when he was on them in the 80s that you had to be within certain tolerance to have the turbine set up. Well, they couldn't figure out how to do it. My dad would go in with a pry bar and something and beat the hell out of it and then shim it in, make it within tolerance.
Yeah.
And but he would have to get his supervisor to go and pull everybody away somewhere else while he fixed it.
Yep.
Because if everybody ever saw him do it, they'd be freaking out that that's not in the book.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
I did the same thing on the M1 when we were having problems when we were pulling VPACs. I was a cook when I was enlisted. I was in tanks when I became an officer.
Cool.
In the reserves. And
any of the M1A ones or what?
Yeah, this was at Fort Knox. They were the M1s.
Oh, okay.
They weren't even they were the XM1s is what we were running for training.
Cool.
And the mechanic's going, "Well, it's out of tolerance." I'm like, "How far?" He goes, "Can you turn around for a minute?" You got it.
The thing that gets me though is if you know something is wrong and it needs to be changed, change it. Don't have 17 meetings. Don't send it to committees. And then 3 months later, yeah, you were right. Well, come on. You know, you'll shut down the whole line because of a couple thousands, and 90% of the time, it's an error. You know,
street smarts versus book smarts.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Well, I got a friend, one of the high school teachers I worked with here, now got hired by NASA. So,
down in Huntsville or which one?
Huntsville. He's down in Huntsville.
Yep. Oh,
the kid's a genius. Kid's a genius. He was a high school math teacher. Did his online aerospace through Purdue.
Yep, my brother went to Purdue, mathematics and computer science at the same time.
And this kid gets hired down there. He comes back. He goes, "They take forever." That's his thing. He goes, "They just take forever." They check everything. I worked a JPL job. JPL's in Las Vegas too.
All right. See you, Ralph.
But that was I did my time. I do my we had
calibration.
Yeah, calibrations. You had your torque. We had torque screwdrivers. So you hit your torque spec.
Yep.
I'd do it. There was an engineer with me who would put his in and check it. And there were 2 guys behind us who would come down and check it again. And I was following somebody else. It was one of the most ridiculous. I was on that job 3 days and I said, I quit. I can't do this. Especially when you're younger, I couldn't sit. That was a guy close to retirement's job. Nice, easy pace. We had to wait. Anytime something stopped, the engineers had a meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And nothing got solved. That was the problem. Bruce, right. You saw that in your industry, right? You had all meeting. We called them MFN, meeting for nothing.
No, the minutes were held and the hours were lost.
Oh. Bruce, what are you doing up so early, my friend?
Oh man, well, my body woke me up.
Yeah.
We're still landscaping. We're still landscaping, Ken.
Okay. Oh, the sod and everything, or?
Yeah, and well, now we're finishing up all the pots and the yard, and I've still got 3 lawnmowers.
The snow is over?
It was 75 Fahrenheit yesterday here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm 9 hours drive north of Helena, Montana.
Oh, I've been up through that area when we drove the Alcan.
Oh yeah, Alcan.
I've been through there with a truck.
I'm sure you have. Yeah,
I watched the videos on that Alcan Highway. Pretty cool stuff.
Well, Calgary.
This is what my father has to take in the morning when he wakes up.
Yeah, so it looks like mine.
As long as he wakes up.
I was going to say that too, Henry.
My old man's got over 40 meds he has to take. Yeah. Here's an advice from Mr. Briggs: do not smoke. If you do, quit.
Henry. Some for this. Some for this. Some for this. Some for that.
My father's got stage 4 COPD. He's got over 40 meds.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad's failing too.
Crazy. Ooh, 86 degrees in Florida. Wow.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So my coffee's almost ready.
The liquid, it's not coffee, Bruce. It's called liquid love. It's the beverage that loves you back.
Oh, you got to have it every morning. I tell you, I drank tea before I met my wife. Then she was a coffee drinker. Now I start drinking coffee.
She's an Italian gal, right?
Yes. But she doesn't drink espresso though. She'll drink cappuccino, but she won't drink espresso.
I like it strong.
Yeah.
We have these crazy coffee shops up here called Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah.
Got them here too.
They pretty much serve up battery acid, but I kind of like it.
I tell you, I like
it. I don't know why.
Well, they didn't do that well in the States. Like it's a Canadian chain.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, Tim Horton is like a Dunkin' Donuts there, right? It's every street corner, right?
Everyone. Yep. Yeah. And then they moved in. They went in with Wendy's into the States, and it didn't go so well. But they still stayed with Wendy's up here.
So what are they right next to each other? You have a Wendy's.
Yeah. I think each one's a separate franchise. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, around here we got Tim Hortons.
I heard Horton has some good donuts, though. Like donuts.
They do.
Yeah.
Lawnmower Detective would love those.
Yeah.
Well, did you see he sent Krispy Kremes to Mick?
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. And he had to nuke them. Or no, he didn't nuke them. He saw the directions. He just said the hell with it and started eating them. So there you go. I didn't know if that was a thing for your wrist or a sexual aid or something for a bottle or what that was.
It's a wristband.
There you go.
But I can't wear it.
Yeah. Hey, Bruce, what did you do before?
I was I was a technician for the phone company. Mostly switching and fiber optics.
Back when it was mechanical, right, Bruce?
Started with when you dialed a 0, a relay stepped up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I remember the tone.
There were 10 shorts on the line, and then we'd move up the relay up, and then you'd get an operator when you dialed a 0.
The old rotary phones. I remember hearing it every time you called.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we had party line in the town we lived in.
Yeah, we did too. And but we weren't allowed to inspect. It was perfect. I started in equipment installation, and then I went to commissioning over my career, and then I went to maintenance, which is the perfect flow. And we weren't allowed to inspect our own stuff, because you'll never. If you look at something you've done, you won't find your own mistake.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
No, not mistake.
Correction, yes.
In fact, I'm doing a Bruce Pender today, a quantum carburetor.
Oh, cool.
Machine came in yesterday in the rain. It's funny. I was talking to Mick's chat. I'm standing there. He wheels the machine up. He's friends with my wife, so he comes and says hello to the wife. So I walk out there. It's pouring rain. So I walk out there like, quantum, no big deal. So he's looking at me like, you don't expect me to do this right now in the pouring rain, do you? And he's like looking at me. I'll call you tomorrow.
That Tecumseh I had with the.
And you can say that here. It's a legal term. You can say it on my chat.
Yesterday, I left the chat early to work on that timing key for the.
Yeah, you were saying, was it a key? Was it a
no? It was. He hit a 2x4 and the key was off just a bit, but sometimes it doesn't take much. No, I got it changed out. I had to heat it and pull it too, and that's when you know they're jammed, is when you have to heat them and pull them.
That wasn't one of those funky Tecumseh Z-shaped keys.
No, it was a regular one.
Okay.
About 30% of them are standard key.
Yeah.
And but it had the death rattle. We started it up afterwards. So he took it home. He's going to take it apart with his kid.
There you go. Now, Spoon, you were saying you wanted to start up small engine stuff where you were, or what was the deal?
Yeah. So what it is because I get people from we're starting to get a lot of like companies, like small mom and pop shops and stuff where we used to, when we had an auto collision, the auto collision teacher used to send them out to these places.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here.
How you doing, Sparky?
Good morning.
So, Spoon, are you
just into a car boot?
Are you going to start the shop, or what are you going to do?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in as a project to do during one semester of my courses.
Okay.
When I first started, I came in, we were engineering and science technology is what we were. We were SolidWorks. We were all these little desktop glue gun projects. And I got told that's the way it had to be. But now we're welding. I do projects. I do big projects with the students. I have them if you saw my Instagram, they weld those steel flowers.
Yep.
So that's one of the projects. So they learn fabricate. We're now engineering and fabrication technology.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So
can I offer a bit of help?
Yeah.
Get a little old flathead, like a 5 horsepower Briggs. All you have to do is take off the head, and then you can see the intake valve come on, open and close with the piston coming down. Then you can see the compression stroke, and you can still show the kids the tip of the spark plug, and you can see a lot of what's going on with a flathead. Where if you just take the cover off of a regular,
but Bruce, hopefully one better, a Kohler K series.
But you gotta. I can't even lift it.
I got football players. They think they're tough. I can get them to lift it.
Bruce, the only problem is, right, you might have to develop 2 cranes on your hands, you know what I mean, to lift stuff up now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just
come on, Mr. Briggs,
to lift those things.
Yeah, we do all kinds of things. Like there was leftover hoods and doors from the auto collision.
Oh, hold on.
Nope.
No, go ahead. I make that mistake of the last key you click, it'll knock off somebody. So I do that by mistake.
So we had these left over, so I hadn't cut them up, and that's what they used for material. So we ran plasma cutters. I don't run oxyacetylene with these guys. I have it. I don't like running it with them because they are so inexperienced with tools.
Oxyacetylene is good fun.
It is if you have some basic
knowledge of it and knowledge of the flames, you know what I mean?
Or dexterity with tools.
Yes.
They don't. They point everything all over the place.
And they walk around like this with it. They walk around like this with it.
Yeah. Or sit there talking to somebody, put it to their own pants.
Yeah.
So oxyacetylene has become a with me only thing.
They put under a cup they had before now, and they exploded it.
You could try soldering with a propane torch.
I have that. Haven't started that with them yet. We do some soldering because we do some electrical soldering when we do things. I show them punch down for Cat 5. I teach them when they go through the program, they get an electrical level 1 apprenticeship bookwork done.
I've got 16th regs here and 18th regs of engineering in the actual electrical engineering here in the UK, and I have I've got a CDT system 1 and 2 of engineering, mechanical engineering.
Perfect. I'm gonna get a coffee.
Equivalent. I can know what I'm talking about sometimes.
Hey, Jeff.
That's what I feel like on occasion. Well, how's this work? I look at him like, I don't remember. Give it here. Let's look. start tinkering. This how it works.
Yeah, I do like doing the oxygen acetylene cutting and doing things, but when you got a big project in front of you, you think to yourself, this guy's gonna be stupid. Put on a CNC machine, you know what I mean?
Well, see, we don't have a CNC in the high school.
You need one. That's what definitely comes in handy.
I'm against. Actually, I've actually been taking all the computerized stuff out of my program.
Give me a Bridgeport and a lathe. That's all.
I've been pulling all that out because the kids. I want the kids to touch.
Oh yeah.
I'm finding
true,
that they physically can't.
Yeah.
They don't understand how their body moves, let alone how it moves with tools.
I'll give you something to make you laugh at something, right? A file, right? A basic normal hand file, right? People go like this, hunting backwards and forwards, right? And I'm like, no, it's 1 up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 down. It's like, I didn't get shown that at school.
Well, just like when you're sharpening a chainsaw chain.
Yeah.
You could go with it or against it, and there is a right and wrong way. You want the burr on the outside, not on the inside. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How many people throw away drills instead of sharpening?
Yeah, they don't sharpen.
Know how to sharpen a drill on a grinding wheel. Not
absolutely.
Well, I got taught how to do it with a file.
Here's how you mow the lawn the old-fashioned way. Right? You just go like this.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, my great-grandfather used to make me do that to his lawn all the time. But yeah, when I was a kid, my great-grandfather showed me how to sharpen them with a file. Even when I was working, I'd pull a file out of my bag and sharpen a bit, and somebody's like, "What are you doing?"
As long as it wasn't hardened or carbide, yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right.
After we burned through them, there ain't so much left.
That's my whole back. This is my back 40. I mow every week.
Yeah,
There's about 50 acres
you only got
there.
that plot of land because you're burying people in it every time they talk to you.
I hate to. There's only one problem with that though, Sparky. Over there, you can see where there's being some rototilling done. That's for my old man.
Ouch.
Why you can do that in your town?
As long as there was one already here.
Oh, I got because you can't in Marktown. Yeah, there's regulations against it. Yeah.
There's already a family plot here.
Oh, wow.
There's where my father's going, right over there.
Oh, they don't even. Yeah.
That's nice.
That's where I'm going too.
No, like I say, being an engineer is not like it's like going to a library. It's trying to pick out. You've got imagination, use it. I mean, it's like building a wacky mower or building with something wacky. You know what I mean? You've got to be able to live out of the box of the actual world of technology. You know what I mean?
And we got a Bruce lawnmower back here too. So you know we get to have fun. This is the one with the self-propelled though. This is the one with the blade cut self-propelled. Right. This is a fancy one. And it does run.
I reckon you should get goats. I reckon you should get some goats. You know what I mean? You might be better off.
There's my compost pile that I got rid of last week with a match. I did right there. I had it burning on mixed stream. There's what's left of it.
That's how my dad composts too.
Man, in our town, they'd have the fire department here in 5 minutes.
Oh, my dad lives down in northern Georgia. They don't even flinch when there's people burning.
You know, I will burn my gassy rags. I don't like leaving them laying around.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh dear.
No, that's it. My backyard goes all the way down to the river from here.
I don't want to know where your back garden goes. Backyard goes. You know what I mean? What do you expect? You know what I mean?
How many acres you got there?
There's 5 acres from here to the river, and then along the riverbank, there's an R20.
It's nice.
Oh, I'd kill for land. Yeah. Very scarce land.
Yeah.
But here's they let you burn here. But okay, here's a dumb one. There's my old shed. As you can see, it's decrepit. What's left of it, the doors are falling off. It's about 30 years old. I can't tear it down with a building permit, without building permit. But I can let it fall down for free. So that's what I'm doing.
Wait, they want a permit to tear it down?
Yep. You know what they want for permit to tear that shed down?
But why?
$300.
Why do they want that? To make sure you don't throw it in the garbage or something?
I don't know. I'm just going to let it rot like it's doing.
Well, you must be in a heritage area.
Yep.
That's weird. Yep, Simone's back.
Yeah, it's AJP's partner's birthday today, so we can all say happy birthday to her.
My
You know
new
what I mean?
shed is good.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
There you go.
I like my new shed, though. I like the new T111.
Was it him yesterday that put out Mix Amazon?
Oh my gosh.
Back up.
I went car booting today, so it's been quite good fun. Enjoyed it.
The one up the street from you, Spark?
Yeah, we get in an hour or 2 hours early. We did today. We paid to get in early.
I think you just went there for the food.
Oh, I go for the food, but I go for there because I went to get a cup, do my pens in it. So where is it on here?
Wasn't you that was saying the best food is at the boot sales?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, where is it on here? There. Home guard. This is me.
Oh.
I'm going to use it for the. I'm going to use it for pot pen. So they're putting pens and stuff like that. My screwdrivers in it, so I can't keep losing them on my desk. Yeah. Yeah, Donna can hear you. By the way, you lot now. She's in the shed of Ashley's, and Ashley's listening.
What's her name?
Donna.
Happy birthday.
It's Donna's
Happy
birthday. So
Donna.
yeah, she's actually eating an ice cream at the moment. I'm in a lolly.
Oh, what are you on the Zoom?
Yeah, she's on the Zoom. I can see the Zoom, and I've got all the other setup as well done. I'm on the tablet on this one because I got the tablet stand for £3 today, and it's a pretty decent one. It needs tidying up, but I can always do that myself. You're right, Bruce. You look like you just said the Kareem's got a cat. You know what I mean?
Hey, Simone's saying she never been to a boot sale that had food. Is Simone? Where's Simone from you? Isn't she up London way, like up that way?
Simone? I don't know. I don't know where Simone. Boot sales are fantastic, but I had wear my cowboy hat. I always do. It was too hot. I mean, it's in the 20s plus. Oh dear.
Hey, has anyone seen Christian? I haven't seen him. Usually he's here around.
No.
Oh yeah.
Today.
He's a good
It's
kid.
Lawnmower Detective in the house. Hands up.
Plymouth.
We've done nothing wrong.
All right, Sparky. Where's Plymouth? That's where Simone is.
Plymouth. Oh yeah, you're already about an hour away from me.
Yeah.
Aye, I know where you are.
They must
Plenty
have.
of car boots around there. There's plenty.
They must be posh though. No food.
Oh, I'll tell you something. You can't go wrong. We had burger and chips today. Right nice.
We have.
Should we say French fries where you're from? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? I had a big argument one time. I forget if it was with Mick or somebody on the word steak fries.
Oh.
Because no matter whether you're in the States or whether you're in Europe, steak fries are still steak fries.
Steak fries are different here. They've got to be a certain length and a certain thickness. You can't have them any other way. You do it homemade, me personally.
We just call them either homemade or
Christian's
not.
there. Christian's there. Drop me down. Christian's there because I can get him on.
Well, let me see if he comes up. Hey, Christian,
Yeah.
I'll throw the link out because I always like to close every week with
I know that.
Mr. Siegler. Hold on.
I'll be on the radio tonight. Well, hey. Can't wait for that.
All right. Well, all right.
If anyone likes a good disco music, you've got a good radio station tonight. We're going to be playing some Mike Disco. 1900 hours UK time.
So 2 o'clock our time. All right. I'll drop you down, Sparkles. Grandpa.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries, mate.
All right.
Send a bit, everyone. Nice to meet you all.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
And we'll bring Kevin up, and then we'll bring Christian up when he goes in the basement. What's up, Kev?
Morning, everyone.
You enjoying the weather like we are, or what?
Absolutely. 43 degrees.
I know. 46.
It was 40 when I got up this morning. It looked really nice outside too. I thought it was like 60, and I stepped outside, stepped back in, and said, "Nah."
Well,
I need to go put pants on.
Oh my God, it's
Shorts.
pouring out! Holy cow!
It's supposed to be 70 tomorrow here.
Yeah,
40
it's
here.
Yeah,
supposed to
it's
be nice
like
after
that
about
here,
10
too.
o'clock in the morning.
40 here would be like 110 for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, next Sunday?
Yeah.
Next Sunday, I'll be up at the She Bean Brewery.
Where's that?
It's in Watertown.
Oh, okay. That's about 40 minutes from here. That's not that far. You going up with family, or what are you doing?
My son, he's coming in from Manhattan. He's going to spend a few days with us. So I said, we got to check out the brewery. He says, I'm in.
Cool.
So, and then we're going to hit Donut Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Which one is up there? Is there one up there?
In Westport, I think.
Oh, wow. You're coming down my way. I'm only 10 miles from Westport. Let me know if you're going there. I'll meet you there. I'll have a donut.
All right. Because I'm thinking about doing a video for
Dave.
Detective. Yeah. I'll do a short video.
Cool. Yeah, because Westport literally is 10, 12 miles south of me, right off the Mare Parkway.
That's cool.
Yep.
So Henry, you going to join them?
Yeah, I would. I did the bridge in Westport.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, the Saugatuck Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know where the smallest functioning drawbridge in the world is?
Where?
In Bermuda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's only about 14 inches wide. They open it once a year. They open the 2 panels. They help a sailboat go through. They close the panels. The sailboat turns around. They open the panels. The sailboat comes back through. They close the panels. They keep it functioning once a year so that they can stay in the record books as the smallest functioning drawbridge in the world.
Interesting.
You can see the top of the sail go by.
Yeah. So
There's a good documentary on tonight. Everybody ought to watch. It's called about the Tulsa Massacre.
yes, that I'm going to be into. I want to see that.
Yeah, I got that on record.
I never taught you in history class.
Yeah, that kind of stuff doesn't make it.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make it.
I know. We got a big one. 213 child graves were found in behind a residential school. It's a native residential school.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
Yeah, and 213 graves were found out behind the building.
When was this?
Well, they had residential schools in Canada for about 200 and some years.
Okay.
And they would strip these native kids away from their parents and force them to go to these residential schools to learn how to be white.
Yeah, we had them in the States too. They call them Indian schools.
Yeah. And it's 80% of the problem, and parents they never saw their kids again.
No. Sure.
So bad things happen everywhere.
Right?
Yeah.
That's on tonight. That's on tonight too. I think.
They closed them. I read about those schools. They closed them in the 90s. It wasn't really that long ago. They were closing them. They said some of those mass graves were within the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce, can you put up what the name of that show is for tonight? Because I'd like to look for that on the internet and see if I can.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, even the one in Tulsa, but that one there, that one there is the worst one because you think about it. It was just one. It was all started by a black guy made a comment on probably was flirting with a white girl and she screamed. They put him in jail, and then instead of then they tried to lynch him, and then end up burning the entire part of the city down.
Yeah.
They burned all of it down, but like one church survived, and they rebuilt the church from the ashes with the same brick.
Yeah, see, I just saw this on. Where the heck is it?
Yep, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
The Wikipedia, yeah.
Yeah, residential school system. Huh. I never knew about that. Wow.
Basically, the kids didn't fall in the line. They'd find a hole in the ground.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, Bruce, when did the graves and all? I mean, was that recently, or was it like 50 years ago, or what date?
No, they just found the graves recently. I don't know if there's a show on it or if it was like one of those just news features for an hour.
Huh.
I can't find it, but they used ground penetrating radar and they have found 213 bodies so far.
Wow.
It's a disgrace.
It is a disgrace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even just the existence of the schools was a disgrace. I mean, they probably some of it might have been started with good intentions way back, but it had no result of good intentions because they tore kids away from good families, and it's just terrible.
Mm.
It's a big part of our culture that's not taught in schools.
Yeah, Jimmy might be. Oh, he's under the Meadowlands.
But
if they taught everything that we don't know in schools, we wouldn't be what we are today.
Right.
My daughter teaches at a native school.
Oh, they still have them, Bruce?
Yeah, they're on reserves, just like in the States where you have a reserve, like in Montana. It's the same.
Nevada has a large amount of reservation schools because the different, the Yamba, the Shoshone, the Paiute,
Here it's Cree, Blackfoot, and Ojibwe, I think. Is further east.
Yeah, I was a deputy sheriff in Nevada for a little bit, and I was resident deputy for one of the reservations.
Cool. Oh, if I didn't say it before, Spoon, thank you for your service. Happy Memorial Weekend.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for your service.
That's one of those things that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean,
I know.
in today's day and age.
I was a cook in the 80s. I didn't do
anything.
But isn't everybody a soldier first and then your job comes after?
Yeah, you don't want the cooks out there. We'll shoot everybody.
I was 92 Sierra. I was 92 Sierra, so we all had a job.
No, we did.
You know, there's a lot of jokes about the Canadian military, right? You know.
Yeah.
But because it's 10% the size of the American military, but we have 10% of your people.
When you look at it, it's actually the same.
It's the same.
When I was in the reserves, I trained with some Canadians at Fort Benning. They're way more
focused.
Yes, we are the absolute worst.
No.
Because I roll in. I'm a lieutenant. I roll in with a cooler. I'm carrying a cooler on my back full of beer, throwing it into my room because officers get different. I'm throwing it in there. The dude who's next door to me is like making his bunk. I'm like, dude, we're not enlisted.
I could see Bruce in the military. He'd be like a Colonel Klink.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Where are you at?
Put a monocule in your eye.
Whereabouts?
Toledo.
I have family in Circleville.
Oh,
Holy Toledo.
Go south.
Isn't it funny though? When I was in high school, when you were getting ready to graduate, you had three choices. Either you got a job, mostly trades or something. Okay. You went to college or you went in the military. And usually it was the trades. It was because the father, uncle, grandfather were all in the trades. You took down the family business. If you went to college, it was because your parents said, you're going to college, not hard work like me or whatever. But then the military was always the ones who didn't give a crap about anything or didn't know. Like, wait, you want these people defending us? These are the people that don't give a shit about anything. It's like, I go in the military. And it was, but we always said, you'll learn discipline and all that. And I tell you, all my friends who went in the military that were like low lives, they're like the best people right now. They really are. So I think the military, if I had to do it all over again, I would have done 4 years. I think it would have.
Mr. Briggs, you got your friend there.
Yep, that's Stratton.
Well, Ken, when I did it, they offered a 2-year enlistment.
Wow.
I took a 2-year enlistment.
Yeah, it was minimum 4 with me. Yeah,
it was college. They were hurting for people. They came with a 2-year enlistment. You could be infantry, combat engineer, or a cook.
I did 4 years. Regular and 16 years reserves.
Oh, so you got your 20-year letter?
Yep.
Nice. I didn't follow up on that. No, I didn't. I got a lot of reserve time, but I got a lot of bad time in there too, where I was like inactive reserve, bouncing back and forth.
Well, reserve. I know around here, reserve was it 2 weeks? You had the 2 weekends a year. You went to Fort Drum, and then every, I think, 6th week you had to put in a full weekend or something like that.
Yeah, it was 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, basically. Is how it works out.
Yeah,
my best friend at the time, his name was Ronnie. He was up there. I mean, he was really up there in rank. I'll never forget. Every year he would go to Fort Drum the first weekend in June, and he'd shave his head. And I go, why? I figured just because it was ticks. He said to me, he goes, if you don't shave your head, you will have a head full of ticks. And I was like, wow.
Oh yeah, we did. We used to go to Fort Irwin because Vegas is where I did my time, where I was in the reserves and working all the time before I got out. We go to Fort Irwin, Fort Huachuca for the most of the unit training, and when you go to Fort Irwin, everyone talks about, oh, it's so hot. I'm down into, man. We wore sleeves all the way down. We wore gloves. We wore. you get burnt to death out there.
Yeah.
And there's no way. I mean, I'm covered up totally the whole time, and.
You might be warm, but you're certainly cooler in the long run.
Oh, you're not cooked. Yeah, you do overall get better, but it's one of those things.
Cotton.
Oh yeah, I did my basic training in Lawton, Oklahoma at Fort Sill, and that old Fort Sill, what a place!
Yeah,
where every pickup truck's full of crap.
Good for you. Thank you.
But I went there. January, and it was funny. What they call winter out there, they were out there freezing, and it was like 60 degrees. I'm like, I'm sweating my holy head off wearing these winter BDUs and polypros. I'm like, I finally said, can I take this polypros off? This year it's hot out here. And they asked me where I was from. I said, New York. And they said, yes. They let me take them off. It's like, because everybody had to wear the same, but I said, I can't wear these polypros. I am melting. It's 60 degrees out here. And then one day it was, they had a light dusting of snow, and it was like 55 degrees. And now these guys are out there going, oh, Jesus, this ain't cold.
Yeah. I graduated high school up in Anchorage because Dad was stationed up there. And when I joined the Army, I went down to Fort Leonard Wood. And I show up in October. They put me down. They made me and the two Aleut kids, the Native Alaskans. We came down together. They made us put on the heat exhaustion warning thing on us. So when we went through base, so even in October through December, they washed us for heat exhaustion because we're so used to so much colder. And guys were, like you're saying, guys are freezing, and I'm standing there like, this ain't bad. And do I have to wear sweats to PT?
But I got a better one. I was out of the service totally for 10 years. And when the Iraqi war came out, they went in there, and all of a sudden I get a letter in the mail. You're being recalled. I was 45 years old, and because I was out for over 10 years, I had to go back to basic training. Here I was, 45 years old. I mean, they sent me when I was 45 years old. I'm 53. That was 8 short years ago. I went there.
His grandpa with all the other guys in there, right?
Oh yeah, but I tried everything. I tried to fail my medical. No, you're good. They said you're good. I went in there drunk. Tried to get them. I went in drunk. I did. I drank about 10 beers when they came to my door to pick me up. I said, "Here's this recruiter sergeant picking me up at my door." He said, "You're drunk." I said, "That should tell you something. I already spent 20 years." I get in. They passed me anyways. I was drinking out of a coffee cup mug all the way up there. Get the MEPS. Oh, they already recalled you. I said, "Oh my God." Then I tell my boss, and he said, "You're joking. You want to see the paper? Right there it is. They're recalling me." So I get the basic training. I said I failed. I tried it, failing deliberately. Every push up, everything. I tried everything. Halfway through basic training, I get called into the office. "You don't want to be here, do you?" "No." "Whatever gave you that idea?" "I only spent 20 years here. I mean, I'm about a bunch of 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds that can't keep up with me, and I'm 45 years old. Yeah. I snuck cigarettes in and was going like this, smoking cigarettes, walking while we were doing our morning run. It's like trying everything to get kicked out.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Christian is in the basement, so I'm gonna knock myself out. Put Christian.
Bring him in for me. I'm gonna head out.
Thanks to all the veterans, Spones, Briggs, everybody else out there who's veterans. Thank you for your service. We're gonna send Christian
that have given all.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna get Christian up here. Definitely get in touch with me, Kev, when you're up there, and we'll meet you.
Sounds good.
All right. Let me get Christian up here.
Everyone. I subbed your channel.
I saw it. Thank you. There isn't a whole lot of activity there.
You got more than me, though.
Morning.
Hey, Christian, how are you?
Good. We in here working on a Buick 350. He painted
who'd have
up.
thought you'd be working on a Buick? I figured maybe it'd be a Ford or a Dodge or something.
There ain't no Fords at that kid's yard. They got better taste than that.
I've got 2 Fords. I got a Bronco and a F-250.
See that?
But they're not in the garage.
There's the
no,
engine.
they're not in the garage.
You rebuild that, Christian?
Huh?
Are you working on rebuilding that engine?
Yeah. Dad's already halfway there.
What do you mean, Dad? I thought you were doing it.
That's for his car.
Oh, well, you got to show him some stuff, though, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, he painted it all up and got the manifolds wherever they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And he's putting some chrome valve covers on it.
Nice.
Bling don't mean a thing.
Yeah, blame won't be the ping. If it's got the ping, it's no good.
The chrome won't get you home.
Oh, believe me, we've had a couple cars with chrome valve covers that have broke down. A lot of them, actually.
Of course.
Yeah, it's that chemical in the chrome that destroys the engine inside.
Oh, yeah. Happy Memorial's Day.
Right on.
He's got this inside nice and painted up. Interior looks good. If I can get the door open. There's a nice blue interior.
That's nice. Make a sleeper out of that one.
Chris, I see you're doing a lot more videos lately.
Yeah. Well, that's because school's let out and I got a lot more time to do them.
There you go.
Yeah, school finished up about a week and a half ago, didn't it? 2 weeks.
Friday for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, they go back earlier.
Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because my sister's kids in Ohio finish up in May. They go back mid-August.
Man, we used to go to the third week of June every year.
Yeah, yeah, and then you go back the first weekend after
Labor Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still do that here.
There's one of his manifolds. Got the other one laying over here.
What they do here, if we don't have snow days, they get out earlier. But there's a few years where we had wicked snow days, and they go to June.
Yeah, you go right through till near the end of June sometimes.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, if it snows when we have school, they put chains on the bus and they coming out to get us.
That's right. Snow doesn't mean you don't go.
Exactly.
You guys don't have to tell me about snow.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, Bruce, in your area, it's probably under a foot. You're walking, right?
Yeah, and it's dry, so it's pretty easy to drive through.
Yeah. You don't get a wet snow up by you too much?
Just in the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get these Chinooks it's kind of like Denver, where we get the west winds, and sometimes in the middle of winter it'll go to above freezing.
Mm-hmm.
That's when all hell breaks loose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And here's the death trap.
Yeah.
What is that? Parts car or what is that?
Yeah, it's parts car.
That's what's left of it.
Let's just say there's no connection here whatsoever.
What, did you take the dash out or what was that?
Yeah, he took the dash out. Dash is laying in there in the garage. He needs it for that car under the blue cover. So I traded him that for a Pontiac.
I think they call that the Targa.
That's the donor car.
Oh, come on. You put a motor trade in that good for another 100,000. That's got
it's got a full frame under it. Yeah.
It's called ventilation.
Christian, you make a trike out of it.
Go-kart.
Make a what out of it?
A trike. Make a three-wheeler.
It's a Buick El Camino.
There you
Not anymore.
There you go. That's a field car.
Buick El Camino.
That's called a redneck golf cart.
I've seen a guy take a El Camino, a Chevy El Camino, put Buick doors and Buick fenders on it, Buick front end, and it looked exactly like a Buick El Camino.
That's it.
Because all the body parts are the same. This will fit on a Chevelle. Everything will fit on a Chevelle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the G bodies. They used to do the same thing with the Monte Carlo SSs. Put those on the El Caminos.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got my Nova up here.
Looks like the weather's good.
It's starting to rain probably. Yep.
Hold on.
And I'm going to a graduation today, so that's.
Oh yeah.
Who's graduating?
Oh, yeah. My cousin.
It is the Ventura.
Here's Mr. Briggs' car. The old Ventura.
There you go.
Got manual steering, it looks like.
All you need is the right.
It's power steering. It's actually got an aftermarket steering box, brand new. I think it was like $200 for this car. My dad's put a lot of money into it, and the good thing is, I don't have to really put much parts on it because he's already done that for me.
Now, is that going to be your car or?
Oh yeah, I traded him this. I was like, you know what? You want that Buick postcard so bad? I'll let you have that if you give me this Ventura.
So he's going to be pulling up in a Ventura with next to all the Hondas and Toyotas at high school.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
This hood is.
The only thing is he's going to be at the gas pump twice as often.
He's going to give all his Toyota friends a ride so he can get some gas money.
Yeah, I'll have to be buying tires every day for the back probably. Just light them up out through the schoolhouse. Yep.
Oh, I know how high school students do.
We used to heat up the speed bumps and melt them off with the tires so they weren't there anymore.
But yeah, this has got an aftermarket steering box. I think y'all can see it, maybe, possibly.
Is that the engine on the stand, Chris?
The red engine does not go in this. The blue one down there on this other stand goes in this.
You need to put a big Cadillac engine in that thing.
No.
500.
I got a 350 Chevy small block with a 3-speed manual going behind it. I think it'll be pretty fun.
Kevin, the exhaust manifolds would hit the inner fenders on that thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you got to remember, he's going to be a high school kid. He needs to be able to afford to drive it with the gas. He don't need something that bad, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that 350 down there, it shouldn't be too bad on gas. My car's got a 355, and that thing can go like long time without gas. There's the shifter.
Big car's older than he is.
I'm gonna go back here to Mr. Briggs' truck.
That's right. I want that truck. That's a 68. I'm a 68. I think y'all sell me that truck.
No.
Hey, can't blame a guy from trying.
You can stop by on your way through and just put it right up on your. Put it up on a
flip. I got Pontiac 3D9 big block. I could drop right in there with a monthly 4-speed.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a square body.
No. Not square body.
It isn't?
That's a generation before square body. Square body came out in 1973.
Exactly. Yep. That come out in 1973. That's when they started with the
square body was from 1973 to 1986. It was carbureted. 1987 was first year of the fuel injection square body. Well, it's still fuel injection. Then they stopped making the square body pickup truck in 1987. They continued the square body in the Suburban and the Bronco till 1992.
Yep.
Anything else you want to know?
In
the bedsides on bolted from 66 all the way up till 1987. You could buy a complete inner and outer bedside. They unbolted on the Chevys.
Hey, Christian, one of our friends from the UK is asking if you have anything from 1976.
76? I have a 77 Pontiac Catalina, but right now that's not up here. That's at my grandfather's, where it usually is.
Still driving it?
Oh yeah, I still drive that thing. It's in good shape. I'm gonna do a little more work to it, but yeah, I'm still driving that thing.
Dave's gone. Lawnmower Detective. See you, Dave.
Take care, Dave.
Dan Christian, I got 70 or 71 Chevy steering wheel that look better than that. That Camaro don't do that truck justice.
I know. My dad put it in here. I'm sorry. I don't like them kind of steering wheels. He put one in my Nova. I don't really like it, but
that is ugly in that truck.
I know it is.
Hey, take me up here, old man. I'll tell him the same thing. That's ugly in that truck. That's a classic. It don't belong in there.
Is. Here's an old F1 for who likes F1s and stuff.
Nah, I'm not a found on road dead kind of guy.
Chris, do you still have the 72?
The what?
The 72 Skyline.
Oh, this?
Is that 72?
Well, it was a 72 at one time.
Simone on the chat is asking if you had her car's a 72, and I said you got a 72.
We've got this was a 71.
No, I'm not genius, Jeff. I just know I just know my stuff.
This was a 70. That was a 71, 70. Let's see. We had a brown one here that was a 72, and we also had a blue one, but they are now pushing up daisies at the scrapyard. So they're not here currently. But the closest thing we got to the 72 is a 1971 Buick GS Grand Sport. That's the closest thing we got to it.
All right, Christian, I gotta take it out of here. So go give us a minute. Just tell us what's going on in your next videos, and then send us off.
My next video should be on having AC in my brown truck because somebody's already switched it over. I gotta put some stuff in it Freon. But yeah, that should be the next video coming out. It might be today or tomorrow because today I'm going to graduation and all that stuff. Right. And
enjoy the graduation. Anyone who doesn't subscribe to Christian's channel, that's the way it's called. Christian Siegler, that is his channel. Subscribe. How many subs you got now, Chris?
100.
There you go. All right, well, keep the videos coming, definitely. And everybody, like I said, Christian, young man, loves the old GM cars, so check him out. And again, happy Memorial Day to all the veterans, Scotty, Spoons, everybody else out there. Thank you very much for your service. And we'll check you guys out next week. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Even though the weather sucks up here, we're going to try and have a nice weekend. And Kevin, let me know when you're up. We'll definitely meet up.
Sounds good.
And maybe you can do it too. So, all right, that's it for me, guys. Thanks everyone for showing up. We'll talk to you all soon. Today we have, Ashley AJP. He's going on at about 10 o'clock our time. Dusty Blonde goes on at 2 p.m. our time. So check everybody out. I'll be back in there. So we'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
See ya.
Good night. See.